Good afternoon and welcome to GrainTV. It's April 18, 2013. To my left is Logan Burgess and I'm Brock Shimbano. We had another mixed trade in Chicago today. Let's turn over to Fire Tip to see how we ended up. Corn for the May contract was down 16 cents. Soybeans for May was up 9 1/4. Wheat in Chicago down 1 cent, and Kansas City wheat was up 1 3/4. You know, Logan, like I said, we did have another mixed trade in Chicago today.
Yep.
But corn was really the leader to the downside today, off about 16 cents.
Yeah, you know, if we take a look here at a 5-minute chart of the May contract, you can see here that coming out of the night session, we actually had some strength in this market. We were trading up higher here in the early going, but we really found a lot of selling pressure toward the end of the session here. And on the close here, you can see that we found some lows, kind of cupped over and closed right at the lows of the day. So certainly not a good day for anybody holding old crop corn out there. It seemed like what was driving that was some demand side concerns. We've been talking about it a little bit here on GrainTV. The developing bird flu situation in China. The Chinese National Grain and Oilseed Information Center came out today and estimated that corn going to feed use could be reduced by about 2 million metric tons. So certainly not a good story there for the demand side of the situation, and it seemed like that kind of knocked the legs out of this corn market today.
Yeah, we were positive coming out of the overnight session, only to sell off during the day.
Yep.
You know, I think we did get some support around that 640 level. It's kind of the bottom side of that channel that we traded all winter long.
Right.
You know, I'll look for that to continue to hold support. If we do happen to fall below there, the bottom side is really open on this corn market.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we did get export sales out today, Brock. Did that really lend support to this market? Seemed like a relatively light report here today.
You know, it was pretty good across the board for corn, soybeans, and wheat. Wheat was really the highlight here. You know, wheat came in with over 1 million metric tons in the new crop for sales, over 500,000 metric tons in the old crop. Corn came in at about 400,000 on the old crop and only 16,000 on the new crop, and soybeans was right within analyst expectations at about 339,000 on the old crop and 227 on the new crop.
Yep.
So really, wheat was the highlight for the export sales this week, but let's take a look at where we stand for this marketing year on corn export sales. As you can see here, the red line is what we need to be seeing to meet the current projections by the USDA of 800 million bushels leaving the country of exports of corn. The blue bars are what we are actually seeing for weekly exports, so you can see that we did come in a little bit better than the seasonal average to meet those current USDA projections, but on the year we're still about 25 million bushels behind for corn export sales.
Right.
Like I said, a little different story for wheat here. We've seen exceptional sales over the last several weeks. And once again, we beat the seasonal pace to meet the current USDA projections. But on the year, we're still about 23 million bushels behind pace to meet the current USDA projections. And soybeans continue to run well ahead of pace, about 107 million bushels ahead of pace there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if we kind of turn our attention here back to corn, it really wasn't a good day for old crop corn today, but we did see a little bit of strength out toward the new crop contract. I know something just over the last couple sessions here, we've really seen that new crop contract rally a little bit here. We know out west it's exceptionally cold. Out east it's exceptionally wet right now. I know on Twitter we saw a photo of a field in central Illinois that had about 6 or 8 inches of standing water on it. So certainly planting delays are persisting in this market. And if we take a look here at this map provided by Planalytics, we can see that really the forecast for this for much of the grain belt is to continue to be wet here Thursday into Friday, but it sounds like we may be drying out a little bit here toward the end of the month.
Yeah, towards the end of April and into early May, it looks like it's going to get a little bit drier, a little bit warmer. And, you know, with the new technology and equipment that the producers actually have out there, you know, I wouldn't anticipate these planting delays existing past that time period. You know, we'll be able to get out and get in the fields and get this crop planted rather quickly.
Yeah, you know, each Monday here we're going to be getting crop progress reports from the USDA. And I know a couple days ago on GrainTV we talked about that middle of May report. It's kind of an important benchmark to watch. May 15th we'll be getting that. So in general, if we can get more than 50% of this crop planted by then, the likelihood of seeing major acreage reductions is dramatically lowered. Right now, though, certainly, as you said, Brock, conditions are going to need to improve here, but it looks like we may have a planting window here coming in the next couple weeks. We'll keep you posted on that here on GrainTV. But, you know, in general, I think that's kind of what we saw here for the grain market on a Thursday. If you guys want to take a free demo of the trading platform that we use here on GrainTV, you can visit us over at grainhedge.com. And like I said, take a look for yourself. But thanks a lot for joining us on GrainTV. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.